Hello, we're here for round 9 of this AMRL season. The penultimate round. We're here in Niagara Falls, ready for sprint qualifying. Got one lap of full wet conditions as always. And we have the first chance for Justin to win the title today as well. He's going to win the title unless Nitro can outscore him by 9 points today. So Nitro's got a lot of work to do. Let's wait and see. Justin been in good form, won both the feature and the sprint last time, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go on board. Got Senna coming up to the line. He goes on provisional pole and he doesn't get beaten. Senna takes pole for the sprint. Phoenix second. Sannis third. Peridot fourth. Nitro fifth. Sabercat sixth. Lozzie P7. Strudel P8. Norris ninth. Kozil 10th. You got Nadir 11th. Aloxian 12th. And we got Nick Mobile 13th. We got Justin all the way down in 14th, so not good for him. We got Petrusa 15th. Zedween takes P16. And then we got Frankie P17, and Ludwig is last place in this session. Here we go. 11 laps of sprint race action to come. Got Senna on pole with Phoenix alongside him. And we're underway. Senna, good start, manages to hold the lead. Can Phoenix challenge? He's going to give it a go. Senna on the outside, and there we go. Phoenix is through. Lovely stuff from Phoenix. And he's up to P1. Further down, we've got lots of action going on. A few drivers into the wall there. Got Nadir trying to get through. Got Norris into the grass there. And that rejoin was not very good at all. Justin's had a great start up to P10. So we've got some TP going on apparently. Got Senna trying to retake the lead. And there he goes. Or is it? He's onto the grass a bit there. Nitro also trying to get through. There's still lots of battling going on. Phoenix still holding it for now though. Nitro down to P3 in the end. So it was an attempt. He's going to have another look here though. It's still going to be 3 wide. And that's Senna and Phoenix into the grass. Nitro takes the lead. Peridrive up to second. Still third and fourth, so they managed to still hold on nicely. Sabercat into the grass there. And a lot of others into the wall. So yeah, Nitro, good start. Good for him and his championship hopes as well. Strudel down to last, unfortunately for him. Yeah, lap 4 of this race, still a lot of drivers very close. That's someone into the wall. That's Norris, lost a lot of time, down to P18 now. That's Nadir off the track and doing some lovely unsafe rejoins, just like he did in AMRL. Loses quite a few places though. Nick Mobile managed to have a good lap here. He was down towards the bottom when I last saw him. And now he's into the points positions, P10. Lovely stuff from him. Schuster trying to make some moves after maybe a bit of a disappointing qualifying. Got to P13. The Zed Queen's had a good start as well, actually up to P9. Justin up to P6 now, so making some good progress. Nitro still leads, Senna in P2. The gaps looks like it's come down a little bit though. So Nitro might be under some pressure here. Senna doesn't go for a move there. Staying in P2 for now. The top 5 all just kind of chilling. Phoenix going to look for a move. Ludwig, a bit of a mistake there, but Phoenix can't get through. Anything further back? Not really. They're all pretty close, but no one's really close enough to make any sort of move. Is Phoenix going to make a move? It's going to be side by side of Ludwig. And somehow ends up on the left-hand side. Ludwig is trying to hold it, but can't quite. Phoenix up to P4. Good move from him. We've got Nick Hill trying to make some moves, and Aloxian, our first retirement of this sprint race. Fortunate for him. The top three managed to pull away a bit. Only 4 laps left to go now in this race. Are there going to be any moves? Senna not looking close enough at the moment. Justin, a bit of a mistake there. Frankie can't capitalise though. So manages to hold P6 for now. Anything further down, Strudel, bit of a mistake there. These two always seem like they're together on track, Strudel and Kozil. They're fine for now. So the top two have managed to pull away a bit with just over 2 laps to go in this race. As that's Senna trying to go for a move. Nitro's going to get the inside and he holds it. Good for Nitro. Oh, Aloxian still chilling. So are there going to be any moves? Go towards the front. Senna looking very close. Can he make the move? He's got a lap and a bit to go. Is he going to make a move here? Not quite. Has a bit of a look, but not close enough. Can he make a move? He's got 1 lap to go. So he heads down the straight. He's going to pull to the inside, or is he? Nitro, a bit of a mistake there. And Senna is through. Senna takes the lead of the sprint race on the final lap. Disappointing from Nitro, but P2 is still good for him. But you watch Senna, looks like he's going to hold on. Nitro just can't close up. So we have Justin up the inside of Ludwig, but we're going to go back on board with the front. We have Senna winning this sprint race, Nitro second, Peradrive for a good sprint podium for him. We've got Ludwig 4th, Justin 5th, Phoenix 6th, Frankie 7th, Sedgreen P8, Nick Mobile P9, and Sanez takes the final point of the sprint. Nadir 11th, Sabercat 12th, Kozil 13th, Strudel 14th, Petrusa 15th, Norris 16th, and Lozzie 17th. So there we go. Senna wins. Then Nitro, Peradrive and Ludwig sharing their fastest lap, 3rd and 4th. We've got Justin P5, Phoenix takes P6, Frankie 7th, Sid Green 8th, Nick Mobile 9th, and then Sanez the final point in that sprint race. Then we have Nadir 11th, Sabercat 12th, Kozil P13, Strudel P14, Petrusa 15th, Norris 16th, Lozzie P17, and Aloxian the only retirement of that session. Here we go, qualifying for the feature race. We have 3 laps in what is now a sunny Niagara Falls. Let's go on board we'll go on board with Senna. He won the sprint and won the race, so he's certainly looking strong so far today. Obviously, he does still have a chance of winning this championship, a very outside chance, so he needs to outscore Justin by, I think it's like 31 points. It is 41 points even, so yeah, looking very unlikely. Is that even possible? I don't even know if you can get 41 points in a race day. But yeah, he's doing good so far, and he's currently on provisional pole here. Justin again struggling, down in P12, Nitro P8, so progress to make for them. We've got Sanez P2, he did take pole in AMRL earlier on today, so he's certainly looking strong in qualifying. Senna, a bit of a mistake there, I don't think he's going to improve. Does anyone improve? Zed Green up to 3rd. I think that was Nadir up to 4th as well, Nitro up to 6th. Justin all the way down in P17. This is not good for our championship leader at the moment. Let's go on board with someone else. Go on board with Zed Green, who had a pretty not so great race in AMRL. He backs out of that one. So we'll just go back to the front. On board of Nitro, bit of a mistake there. And he doesn't improve. He's down to P8 in the end. Justin up to 3rd. He clutches it up there on that final lap. So Senna takes pole. Sanez P2. Justin takes P3. Strudel 4th. Zed Green 5th. 1/10 between the top 5. And as you can see, only a 10th and a half between the top 10. Incredibly close. So we've got Nadir 6th. Nitro 7th. Nick Mobile 8th. Norris 9th. Luxian P10. Lozzie 11th. Phoenix 12th. Ludwig 13th. Sorry, I think I've missed someone there. Anyway, Ludwig 14th, Petrusa 15th, Sabercat 16th, Kozil 17th, and Frankie, unfortunately for him, last place on the grid today. Here we go. We have 28 laps of this circuit in the penultimate round of the season. We've got Senna leading us from pole again. He's got Sanes alongside him. Senna's gone mediums, but he's had a great start. Sanes getting absolutely nowhere off the line, and he's already been swallowed up by Justin and Zed Green. Lovely stuff for them. AMRL and AMRL Championship leaders. They're up to second and third. Got S25M making a good start. That's Nadir into the wall. And terrible start for Condor. They've now 15th and 18th. Well, they really needed this race to try and gain some points in the constructors. It looks like Ludwig might be a retirement today, or he's certainly slowing down. He's into the pit lane. But Phoenix and Kozil have lost a lot of ground as well. Up to the front, Zed Green and Justin are taking the lead, and there we go. Ludwig is retiring from this race. So Justin leads and is looking good to take the championship as it stands. Let's go a bit further back. We've got lots of battles going on. Sabercat on the inside of Frankie. Can Frankie hold it? No, he's onto the grass, and unfortunately has to concede that place. Strudel losing some places there as well. Norris trying to gain some ground. Sabercat and Paradrive into the wall ahead of him. Can Nick Mobile make the move? Nope, he's into the grass. We've got loads of cars everywhere in this battle for P8. Sabercat getting through up to P9. Good stuff from him. Anyway, any battles going on. Top three still just battling away. Got Senna on the mediums looking good though. Nitro looks like he's closing a little bit as well, so he's doing alright. Lots of battles further back though. Sabercat, P11. Yeah, this is really good for Aston though. Currently it's at P3. Obviously, they're only 3 points off the bottom of the constructors before today. And last place in the constructors will not be a team anymore. So Aston doing good to try and preserve their status. And the team at the bottom, the team we're on board with now, Condor, recovering well after a bad start. Now 11th and 14th as we see Aloxian making some moves. So that's Frankie into the wall. Obviously Frankie's had a good start. Started last. He's now up to P12, so he's in the points positions now. Not too bad. We've got Crustunet is here to stream after Albono just left. Oh, this is a really bad race from, I don't even know what team that is, but the team that Phoenix and Kozil are, they're having a bit of a disaster here. So see Aloxian and Producer, the first two drivers to properly pit. But Nitro definitely looks like he's closing up a bit. Actually, I say that. Zed Green looks like he's dropped off slightly as well, though. So that may be a little bit of an illusion. So we see Senna take the lead. Nick Hill doing a good job as well in P5. So yes, 25M needs to outscore Etruria by, I think it's about 32 points today. If they want to win the, if they want to stay in the constructors fight. So it's looking good that Etruria are going to take the drivers and constructors today as it stands. Can Sabercat make a move? There he goes up the inside of Kozil. Kozil onto the grass slightly there, but Sabercat is up into P14. So we see Sanes, Zed Green, Nick Hill, Justin all pit, and Justin has come out in a pretty bad spot there. He's out right behind three drivers, but he's made easy work of two of them. Now he's got to try and make easy work of Lozzie as well. And he does, so that's really good work from Justin, making sure the traffic doesn't hold him up too much. Where am I going? The wrong way. We got Norris into the pit lane. That's very wide into the pit lane for sure. Got Nick Hill after his pit stop as well, trying to make some moves. Zed Green's gone onto the softs actually, so we'll have to wait and see what kind of progress he can make. We definitely want to keep an eye on. See Perro drive onto the grass slightly there. So we see Nitro into the pit lane. Where's he going to come out? Justin easily going to be ahead of him, I think. And we see Lozzie into the pit lane as well. And Nitro comes out. P4 on the softs. Not too far behind Zed Green, actually. So he's done a good job. Got no traffic ahead of him either. So, yeah, he's doing. I think he's doing all right so far, Nitro. To wait and see what he can do. He's going to need a little bit more for his championship hopes, for sure. So we see Senna into the pit lane. This could be Justin's chance to take the lead. And it is. Justin takes the lead of the race. Senna comes out in P2. So yeah, maybe Zed Green and Nitro can try and clutch onto the back of Senna and hopefully get dragged along a bit. That would be good for them. Got Nick Hill trying to make a move. Strudel still yet to pit. Been on the mediums a long time. As well, Frankie and Sabercat as well. As Peridrive too. Also doing long medium stints. Maybe going for the one-stop medium to hard. Could be good, to be fair, especially for Frankie. He started further back, so maybe trying something different. Yeah, what's Strudel going to go on to? If it is the hard, I assume these two will follow, especially as Peridrive and Strudel are in the same team. And they are all on the hards. Phoenix as well, onto the hards, out in P17. Oh, that was someone making a mistake there. Didn't quite catch that. Well, it was definitely one of these two, but unfortunate for them. Because Strudel is out in P10, and he doesn't have to make another stop. This is looking good for Strudel, actually. So we see Sabercat in, and he's going for 2 sets of mediums. Is that allowed? I'm not quite sure what the... is there a 2 compound rule in AMRL? Yeah, there is, so... I feel like I should tell him, but don't want people to be annoyed at me if I help him out. Fuck it. There we go, we'll help him out a bit. Hopefully no one gets too annoyed at that. We'll see. Anyway, we got Condors doing a good job making their way back through the field. P9 and P10 after their pretty horrific start. They were down in, I think it was 15th and 18th or something along the lines of that towards the end. So yeah, doing good. Definitely need some points, some crucial points if they want to stay as a team next season. As we see, Senna has taken the lead. Zed Green is also into the pit lane now. Gone for mediums. That'll be his final stop of the race. I suspect the top 3 will probably all go for a set of softs to the end because they've already done a set of mediums. Yeah, Senna's looking strong now. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap to Justin. And he's looking good. We've got Petrusa ahead of a Loxian here. No moves there. We got Frankie as well on Peridrive. So all 3 of these have made their pit stops. Their only pit stops in this race. We're batting Senna into the pit lane. Justin into the pit lane. And that's Peridrive is our second retiree of the race. And there we go, with them two both on soft tyres. They're going to have to do 9 laps on those tyres. And we see Nick Hill and Sanes into the pit lane as well. As well as Lozzie too. So a lot of drivers pitting. I suspect we'll see Nitro in soon. And we see Zed Green. He's out quite far behind the top 2. And he's on the mediums. It's not looking good. to certainly take a top 2, maybe even top 3, depending on how Nitro can do. And is he going to come out? He comes out just ahead of Zegween. So yeah, not looking good for Zegween to maybe take a podium after his strong start. But yeah, I mean, he did take a sprint race podium last race, so no feature run today there. And then we have Strudel and Frankie both battling. These battling for position. Strudel into the grass. Frankie takes P10. That was Sanage as well into the grass. So you see Norris is in for his final stop, and he's lost a lot of places there. Trying to see how much progress he can make on the softs. He comes out just ahead of Strudel. Phoenix looking for a move. Can't quite make it there though. So I suspect we won't have many more stops in this race. Don't know whether Sabercat's going to pit again. I'm pretty sure he went medium, so yeah, he might get disqualified if he doesn't. Anyway, up ahead, Senna pulling the gap, doing a great job. Currently, Justin is doing enough to win the Drivers' Championship today. P2 will be enough as long as it's Nitro and P3. And yeah, Senna, despite currently getting both poles, both wins, and also one fastest lap, still not enough to keep him in the contention for Drivers' Championship. You see Nadir making some great progress back through the field. Now it's P7. Didn't have the best of AMRL races, ended up finishing P12, but having a much better AMRL one. As I say that, makes a mistake. Lost a bit of time, and now Sabercat looks for a move up the inside. Can't get it done there, but gets a good cutback, and he is through up to P7 for Sabercat. Norris onto the grass. Frankie gets through on Norris. That's P9 for Frankie. So we see Norris dive bombing back ahead of Frankie. APA currently 10th and 11th, not too bad for them. So yeah, we've got 3 laps to go in this feature race, in this penultimate AMRL race of the season. Yeah, these are really the only battles right now. Got a huge gap between the top 5. Nick Kilson did a really good job today, actually, by the way, at P5. Obviously, this is one of his better circuits. Came P2 here in ERL a few weeks ago, as that's Norris getting past Nadir. And Nadir now down to P9. That's Norris also getting past Sabercat. So making some good progress after his pit stop. Looks like someone has just lagged out there. I'm not quite sure who that is, but someone on the mini-map. Oh, he's gone. Anyway, Senna, done a good job. Still holding the lead. Got Nitro, has managed to catch up to Justin, though. Can he make a move? Let's wait and see. He makes a bit of a mistake there and might just allow Justin to keep the place. Phoenix from P13 wasn't going to be a point anyway, P13. But anyway, Senna takes the win here in Niagara Falls, but more importantly, Justin is your AMRL champion. Lovely season from Justin after winning the first 4 rounds. He takes the win with 1 round to go. And I believe Etruria also take the constructors with that result. It's a lovely work from that team. I'm sure Justin will be very proud of that. We got Nitro 3rd, Zed Green 4th, Nick Hill 5th, Sanez P6, Norris 7th, Nadir 8th, Frankie P9. It's a great recovery from Frankie after starting last on the grid. We got Lozzie P10. And then we have Strudel 11th, Petrusa P12, Loxian 13th, and Sabercat did make another pit stop in the end to the softs. He ends up P14, unfortunately for him. Then Minardi, terrible performance from them. Last place and a DNF. And then Paradrive and Ludwig adding to the DNS for today. So that is it. Justin is your AMRL champion for Season 5. And Etruria are your Constructors champions as well. Another one to add to their ever-growing trophy cabinet. for Brasidas. Anyway, that is it. Round 9 done. We have Canada next week for round 10 and the finale. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed and see you all there. Peace out.